Let's do it. All right, YouTube. We got to see when this thing goes live. We are live. I want to make sure it looks okay, and then we're getting right into it. Today's a very big day. Well, very big day in quotes, of course. I tend to say that over and over again. I'm just going to pause this. So today we are talking about probably one of the shortest, well, not the shortest, but the shortest actual tier list. The one after this one is Exalted Warframes, which is also going to be a pretty small tier list. But yeah, we're going to get through this really quickly. But today we're talking about armor stripping Warframes. We're talking about any frame. And I want to also get into this. There was, I had a couple comments on the last video. These frame builds and tier lists are based on how I play them. I end up using them in a lot of randomized settings where you can see, like, obviously Excellitra, Acarius, I need to, rank up in the usage list. But the whole point is, like, you end up with random gear, you end up with a weird incarnate, and the whole goal is, like, if a frame has a lot of shields, I'm going to use pillage on them, and that's going to definitely skew their build forever. Like, Nyx, Harrow, Hildryn, Hildryn has it built in, but Xaku is not a good example, but I think those are the main one. Yeah, I think it's probably Nyx and Harrow are the main one, but oh my god, guys, like, you should know by now. Anyway, let's just get right into it. These builds are going to be weird. Just settle in. I also want to say, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not really high level. It's like, yeah, I don't really have the time to play high level. I'm not going to be doing, like, Void Cascades, because my whole thing is I'm going to be doing, like, what, 10 Acolyte spawns, which is about 50-ish minutes in, like, a Conjunction Survival, level 200 starting. But that's the basic gist of it, is, like, I don't really have time. I mean, you could say, like, just do Void Cascade and do builds for that. But I think what also happens is, like, I think there's a lot of frames that just don't work for that. And because of that, it's like, it kind of restricts me. And that sucks, guys. It blows. Anyway, let's get right into it. Number one on the list. Now that that's out of the way, the disclaimers and all, these builds are going to be weird. A lot of these guys I've put, Coil Horizon on. I mean, mainly just Hydroid, but also Caliban at the bottom. But anyway, let's get right into it. Once again, Hydroid is really high on the list. Number one on the list for armor stripping. I mean, he just has corrosive damage, so that's how he strips armor, but I just think he's so strong just overall. Like, he's just, oh my god. Like, whenever I'm reviewing him, I don't even put armor strip because he just deletes everything. Like, you're just, at least with the build that I have, you just have max range Coil Horizon, and then you're just dropping the bombs on that area, and then, you get the free armor. So it's like, tank is mainly just used so that I can say that I have Arcane Avenger is the main build that I use. But, like, folks, Hydroid is just a monster. He's going to definitely be in the top 10, which I also want to talk about. So next week we're doing Exalted Warframes. I'm going to be doing a couple of, like, the honorable mentions. Like, I never talked about Nova, but I think Nova is such a weird frame that you have to kind of talk about her separately. And she just ends up being, like, really useful in, like, weird situations. But anyway, like we're going to do invisibility frames. We're going to do exalted frames. We're going to do Nova, all that stuff. We're going to get into that next week. And then after that, we're doing the actual top 10, where I'm going to go through, look at all the tier lists, be like, all right, who keeps showing up in the top 5? Who keeps showing up in the top 10? And then we're going to put together a top 10 list of, who are the best Warframes that, you're going to see a lot of, like, triple classes, maybe even a couple quadruple classes. I think I might need to, add more depth to the classes that I'm, adding to these, tier lists. So anyway, Hydroid, just insane. So good. Let's keep it moving. Number 2 on the list, once again, showing up often in the top 5 is Styanax. Active CC, tank, buff, and of course, armor strip. His tank abilities is coming from his 4, and that's just a lot of tanking. Like, oh my god, he's gonna get free crit chance. He's gonna get some energy regen. Like, he's gonna be able to spam like crazy. It's, oh, dude, it's insane. It's so good. I mean, Styanax is so good. But yeah, like Styanax just keeps showing up on the list. He's just so spammable. He's so spam friendly. You're using pillage. Oh, I guess that's another Styanax. That's another pillage choice is Styanax. You replace his Thero strike with something that gives him free shields. It's also more of a radial. It's also very spammable, so you can just kind of just keep casting it over and over again if you're ever scared. But yeah, that's pretty standard, pretty bog standard. Number 3 on the list is a fun one. I don't know if I put Mag on the active CC tier list, but yeah, her pull ability is insanely strong. You know, Mag has both armor strip and shield regen, but not from pillage, which is very weird. Her 4th ability, when you're surrounded by enemies, you'll max out your shields instantly, and then you just pull everything in and kill them, and it's just so savage. So that's the Mag combo. It's very easy to talk about. Like, Mag is just one of those just simple frames that you just pick up and you're like, oh my god, this is so good. Just press 4, press 1, everything dies. Like, so good. Anyway, Mag is very simple. And then we move to number 4 on the list, Harrow, who is very fucking complicated. Everybody knows Harrow. Oh my god, like Harrow, infinite energy is an easy one. You know, you just get free energy from kills. You want about 30 energy. You want to invest that energy into the Thurible, and then you get this little, and then it buffs you. And then the other big thing is that you're going to use pillage so that you can get your maxed out second ability, which is going to be 2 full minutes. What's a good melee for Octavia Prime? I would say probably, I mean, I hate to say it, but like a glaive is probably an easy choice. You just lock in with glaive only. You just, you know, melee only, whatever. And then you just clear out whatever your little dude can't clear out. Just kill them with a glaive. It doesn't even matter. The base glaive prime without a riven is fucking insane. Like, criminal. I don't have a riven for the glaive prime. It's so fucked. Number 4 on the list, Harrow. You're getting, speed buff, you know, you're getting healing kind of for your teammates, but yeah, like Harrow is weird and difficult. You also get, I guess there's a 2 times buff because you also get, here, look at this, I'm up, did not mean to do that. Ooh, that's bad. Hang on one sec. Okay, here we go. So let's keep it moving. So what are we talking about, folks? I think what we're really talking about is we're moving on, right? Like, you get double buffs, you get healing, you get infinite energy. Like, you're getting so much, you know, crit chance and all this stuff. It's kind of crazy, but you know that I do have to go into the edit to this video and cut something out real quick, but you guys will know about that later. Anyway, Xaku, what we're really talking about is with Xaku is like I mean, just spammable. Like, Xaku is so easy to just keep your abilities active. I know the whole thing that you're supposed to do is like recast your second ability with the guns, and then what you can do with that is that you're actually going to get access to I guess like the guns scale with the levels of the enemy, so that's going to be a lot better for you. But what you're really talking about is like you have your guns active, and then of course, I don't know, like, pillage is an interesting choice because you're not going to use the max strength pillage. Like, it's going to be pretty low, but I still think it's pretty good overall. Like, I definitely think what you're getting into is like, you're really just talking about you know, keep your 2 active, keep your, what is it, your 2 and your 3, I think. Wait, no, your 1 and your 2. Yeah, so you get a void buff and your gun buff, and then you keep your 4 active, and then I guess, you know, if you're doing content that scales really fast, then you're going to be recasting your abilities more often, especially your 2, which is the gun buff. But yeah, I think the main thing is like, I don't think it's something that you guys should be worrying about too much. Like, when you're playing Xaku, it's just so easy to just keep shit active, keep running around like crazy. Like, I don't think it's super crazy. But yeah, but I mean, number 5 on the list is, it's kind of good to see Xaku up here. It was weird because Xaku wasn't really up here for a long time. Like, I don't think they showed up a lot on the tier list really high, but it's one of those things that's just really weird. I guess what you're really talking about is like, you know, they work in different situations for different people, and people find them to be very, very strong. But, you know, for me, it's just very easy, very spammable. Keep your pillage active. That's basically it. So anyway, moving on. Number 6 on the list, Oberon. You know, having 3 classes plus the armor strip is very interesting. Like, what you're really talking about is like she keeps enemies at distance with AoE, primary group. Yeah. A pull-in weapon. Anyway, shout out Archonway in the chat. Oberon, what you're really talking about with a triple class is like you're gonna get a lot of free armor. Well, like 400, 500 armor is pretty good. You're also gonna get about 100 heal per second, which is the main thing. You want to get over 100. I just think it's a nice number to go for, and then it's kind of a good power strength break point, so you just have like really high stats. You're also going to be using roar, which I guess is going to be that you know, damage buff. And then what you're also talking about is with roar, you're also going to be getting Arcane Avenger, which is what makes him a tank. So you're getting a lot of healing, you're getting a lot of defense, you're getting a lot of buffs. You know, you're helping out your squad a lot, you know, with the roar and all this stuff. I think the main thing is like, I always love roar in that situation because you just have really high stats anyway, so you just might as well buff it to you know, as far as it can go. Anyway, number 7 on the list, Hildryn. Sucks to see Hildryn so low, but I did want to include infinite energy and DPS on there because she is like pretty strong. Like, I know that she doesn't like scale super well, or maybe people will say that. I don't really know. I've always found that like Hildryn is so easy to use and so simple. Like, it's not really something that you're super stressed about. It's not really super difficult. Like, I guess what you're really talking about is just you're just cruising around at full speed. I do want to say what you're talking about with Hildryn. I also wanted to check one thing. I hope I did this. Oh yeah, I did that. Okay, we're good. Anyway, keep it moving. What you're really talking about with Hildryn is like you're getting access to, you know, a lot of really good, you know, you get some fire damage, you get some armor strip, you get some free shields, you get so much shields. And then what I've done is I just put on Breach Surge, and then you're getting that fire damage and that Breach Surge combo, and it just works so well. I think the main thing is just like Hildryn works with pretty much anything. I mean, obviously you're going to be using like a meta primary if you're doing anything difficult. Hildryn is solid B tier mainly because she has to have enemies with high level shield. Yeah, well, I think that's why like they need to have shields or they need to have armor, because then you can just strip like maybe half their armor, but you're keeping pillage active at all times because it ends up being like an armor strip and a DPS all at once. Like, it's a lot of damage all at once. Yeah, but it's like, it's very easy. Or are you talking about health? High level health? Yeah. Anyway, number 8 on the list, Ember with just DPS. I mean, I know that her armor strip is a little weird. It works, but it works, you know, weirdly for me sometimes. I don't know. I've just never liked her armor strip. I think she's not like, you know, she's still not like the best as a DPS, but she's still fun. I still play her every once in a while. Like, she's always low in the usage list, so I always end up using her when I'm like once Goss is all ranked up and I can just use him normally. Like, I'm gonna be using fucking Trinity and Chroma and all these like low rank frames like as long as I die, because they're just, you know, I guess till I die is what I should have said, but like they just always end up low on the usage list. It's like, god damn, that sucks. Like, you know, that's low on the tier list, low on the usage list. Ember is she used to be better, but in my opinion she's mainly a low level starter frame. Yeah. You know, like I think Ember is really fun when you're like, oh god, I'm playing like a Archon Hunt interception and there's a lot of enemies, and I'll just press 4 and then press what is it? Where did I put Breach Surge? I don't know. Breach Surge and then fire and then armor strip, and then you're just spamming all your abilities and you dump like a third of your energy, and then it's just like, oh, okay, now you're fine. You're just dumping your mag, and it's like, it's kind of like good for like high stress situations where you need to like clear out something really quickly, and that's about it. Like, it ends up being like not like a huge range, not like super OP, but she's still fun. Like, of course, number 8 on the list like is a pretty decent place anyway. And below that, number 9 on the list, Frost, tank asterisk. Like, he has that like overguard buff, but it's not very good. And then he has the what am I talking about? He has the armor strip from his 4 as well. So you want like really high power strength to get the good overguard, but it still kind of sucks. Like it's okay, it's good. You can spam your 4 a lot though, so you end up needing a lot of energy. So that's kind of the main thing you're looking at. Anyway, number 10 on the list is Caliban. Yeah, I mean, I think for what Frost is, it's like there's a lot of shit that it's like I want like a little bit of a bigger area on his 4, because you're getting like what, 90% range on it. Yeah, I think Archonway is clashing with me right now. No, I end up always being like, Frost is just kind of, there's a lot of stuff that like, you know, Styanax has so much better. Like, or if they gave me more overguard, like I would be like, oh yeah, Frost would be a lot higher. But I think in the end, like what you're really talking about is like with Frost, he's so high on the usage list. I just never use him anyway. And when I do use him, I'm like, ugh. Like I don't really even like him for his bubble anyway. Like it just gets nuked whenever I do anything. Has more capability compared to Ember. Yeah, I mean, I think he has like the full armor strip in that entire area. But, you know, I think Ember is just more fun for me. But it's like, yeah, I think what Archonway is getting at is that they might be interchangeable. Like at this point when you're this at low on the usage on the tier list, it's like for the most part, it's like I use Ember more and I like her more because she's like this very spam heavy, or like you're this classic like old school DPS where you're just like spamming shit. But Frost is just like, and that's the thing, is that's what the tier list is. It's like he's just been such a mainstay for me for so long that he's been so high on the tier list, or the, you know, the usage list, that I never even used him. And when I do use him, it's like, oh, he's just, I wish there was a better defense frame. Like I wish like the bubble did better. I wish like, you know, I like using Breach Surge with him, and I like using the 4 because it at least locks shit down. But it's like it's the only frame, like it's a lockdown ability in the end. Like it freezes enemies. And then you also have his other augment, which is like a passive that gives bonus. Yeah, Gara's more, but Gara is also one of those where it's like I feel like I just don't even use defense frames. Like defense frames, I'm like kind of whatever. I'm blasé on overall. I'm just like whatever on defense frames. I think what you're really talking about is you're getting into, you know, 9, 10, and 11. It's like the bottom of the list. Like when you talk about number 10 on the list, Caliban, like the reason that he's so low is because Sentient Wrath or Sentient Surge or whatever it's called, it lifts enemies and it just launches them and you can never hit them. So you have to use Coil Horizon, but you're only using it at like 90% range. So it's like you're spamming your 3, which is a radial ability, and then you're having to like immediately cast Coil Horizon to like pull enemies into the radial thing. And it's like, it's just weird. And it's like, he does have armor strip though. At like 70% armor strip. So but it's like this weird like base armor strip that like bypasses a lot of like enemy defenses. Like I think it works on a bunch of enemies that it shouldn't, or like something like that. Like I haven't played him in a while. He's just a normal frame, more of a lockdown frame. You got to stay in a small area and constantly drain energy. Caliban, wait, which ability? Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I think like the way that I've used him is that his second ability that lifts enemies, you have to like counteract, which just fucking sucks, and I hate it. So that'll always be like how I end up playing this game, is like I have to like counteract whatever ability. And then of course Nyx is at the bottom of the list. I felt like putting active CC because there was literally no other tags. I could also put buff as well because she does have that like when you do your 4, you become invincible and you can just keep it active and walk around. But what you really end up with is you just decast it and go. What do you think about Baruch Prime? I think Baruch Prime is savage. I think a lot of the commenters will say that Baruch Prime is just absurdly strong, just in general. Like Baruch Prime just is on a whole nother level, and they're like in terms of raw damage output, which is the main thing that you need, like just king upon king. Anyway, let's get into the actual tier list where we talk about the builds. We'll talk about number 1 on the list, Hydroid. We've got 2 blue shards for health. We've got 2 blue shards for energy. He's a very much an energy hog because we've also got a Tau Forged energy shard. Let's get right into it. We've replaced his 4th ability, which is a lockdown ability. We've replaced it with Coil Horizon. at max range. Let's get right into it, folks. Number 1 on the list, 280 on the range, 95 on the strength, 179 on the duration. I mean, tell me those aren't clean stats. You're rocking all the range mods. You know them, you love them. You know, they're right there for you to look at. He is going to be a tank frame, so you're rocking Arcane Avenger, of course. That's the classic build. But I think the main thing to talk about with his build is just keep your 3 active. Make sure you have a lot of armor on that number. It'll give you a little counter of how much armor you have. Make sure it's high. When does the Nora's mix end? I don't know. You should still have a little bit of time. A tier, she's mainly used in survival, controlling an area. Once you get your build up good. Yeah, true. Anyway, number 3 on the list, or excuse me, third ability, keep it active. It's got a long duration. It's like 40 seconds. And then the other main thing is you've got your 4 and you've got your 1. Coil Horizon is going to be at max range, which is going to give you like a 30-meter vortex. It is a double cast. So you cast it once to roll it. You cast it again to trigger it, which does kind of suck because sometimes you'll get staggered and you won't be able to trigger it and it'll just be useless. And then you burn a little bit of energy. But yeah, I think we've looked at the mods for long enough. Let's look at the stats. So you're going to add 25% strength to all this because you're getting growing power. So 712 max armor is the main thing that I'm looking at. This thing is just going to corrosive everything. It's so strong. That's going to work in conjunction with your 1, which is Tempest Barrage. It's going to also deal corrosive damage. You're going to be spamming that armor strip. You're going to be dealing decent amount of damage. And then, of course, Coil Horizon is going to keep enemies in the same area as Tempest Barrage with an 18-second duration. So it's kind of like a combo build. It's kind of like a hybrid DPS active CC. Very fun. It's a good opportunity to use like the Cinta or the Nadaruk, something that's weird, something that's a little more like S tier, like something more like a one-shot gun. Pretty fun, pretty classy. I think that's it for the build. I mean, it's exactly what you want. Tidal Surge is just fun. It's goofy. It's silly. It's exactly what you want. That's number 1 on the list. Hydroid, number 2 on the list. I'm going to be playing him so much. I'm already playing him so much. It's way too much that I'm playing him. Styanax is number 2 on the list with a single energy shard. Arcane Way, since the rework, he's amazing. I want to give him S, but I feel like he's missing something. I don't know what. No, that's the thing. That's why his lockdown ability becomes a suck ability, and then suddenly he becomes god tier. Okay, anyway, I've talked about the... Yeah. Of course, the classic build with any shield frame, you're replacing his Thero Strike with Pillage. I love the spam ability. I love just keeping it active at all times. It's kind of hilarious. Like, I just realized that, like, oh, I'm not getting any more shields because nothing has armor because I've just been casting it constantly. So anyway, once you cast it once, you can pretty much kill anything unless you're actually doing like super high level content. So that's the main thing. What you're really talking about is keep your 3 active, stay at max shields, press 4. I guess the arcanes are really interesting. I've got Molt Augmented and Arcane Avenger. Of course, he is a tank, so he's rocking Arcane Avenger. But of course, Molt Augmented is the savage choice. What you're really talking about is getting access to a couple different fun builds. Molt Augmented is free power strength, but you have to kill a lot of enemies. So I end up using him a lot in just survival missions anyway, because I really never use him in any other mission. So you're just going to get those max kills and you're going to get big numbers. Of course, Boreal's Hatred is going to give you some shield, so that's something to keep in mind. It's going to give you a little bit of efficiency, but yeah. Only 45 range, 194 strength, and 155 duration with a little bit of free 15% efficiency sprinkled on. Of course, I haven't even talked about his first ability, which is an active CC. At 45% range, you get a 20-meter vortex, and it is very much something where you have to skewer an enemy in the middle of a group, and then that entire group is just donezo. It's game over for all of them. So yeah, keep your 3 active, keep spamming Pillage, keep spamming your 4, and that'll give you free Overguard, which is going to get from Intrepid Stand. And let's talk about the stats. Here we go. You're going to get a ton of Overguard. 100 does not describe how much Overguard you get. It is a big number. And you fill it up fast. You get a big Overguard cap, and it's just way too easy. Keep your Overguard active. Keep Pillage active. You got 48%, so you're stripping half armor, which is like, it's okay, but you're going to be spamming it anyway. Keep your 3 active. You got a 46-second duration. And, of course, your 1 is going to be a very decent active CC grouping ability. Just shoot them and they die. Super easy. Super brainless. Exactly what you want. I think we can pretty much move on. He's got a lot of energy. He's got Prime Flow. Keep that in mind. 641 on the energy. That's pretty high, but you need it. He's really spammable. You're really all about spamming those abilities. That's kind of exactly what you want. Anyway, keep it moving. Here we go. Where are we moving next? We are moving to number 3 on the list, Mag. Here we go. Where is she? Okay, perfect. Easy. All right, let's look at this. Here we go. So what are we really talking about? I mean, with Mag... Oh, I guess I should just talk about the Arcane or the Archon charge. Here we go. 2 shield capacity, 2 casting speed, which is a little interesting. And, of course, a Tau Forged red shard for ability strength is kind of essential in this build. Styanax was one of my the more recent frames that came out that made me proud of DE. Yeah, no. Styanax is fucking absurd, and he's so good. But yeah, Mag, what you're really talking about is I've subsumed her 3rd ability with Breach Surge just because it's free and I can do it, and nobody can stop me. Because, of course, Pull is going to be a free active CC that's just so insane, so keep that in mind. Let's just get right into it. What are we talking about? I mean, you get that the Tau Forged Red Shard is going to be essential with the 25% from growing power. So you need that like 135 strength if you want to be able to do like max armor strip with 1 cast, which is going to be kind of essential. Of course, Boreal's Hatred plus Primed Redirection is a classic build for any shield frame. You got 2,200 shields now. That's very, very fun. You've got almost all of the range mods except for the what is it, Augur Reach? I think it's called Augur Reach. It's funny that the 3 frames that get at the beginning of the game S tier in my Oh, we had would that be Trayvon Collier 233 followed? Shout out Trayvon. Oh, Max Gibson dropping a pumped up. Shout out Max. Keep it moving, folks. What you're noticing is very strange stats. You're seeing Transient Fortitude for free strength and reduced duration. You're seeing 250 on the range, which is going to give me an absurd range on pull. But what you're really talking about is press 4. If you're ever scared, it'll fully strip armor. Press 3, it'll breach surge them. It'll get them going. Galaxy Boy following. Shout out Galaxy Boy on TikTok. You've got Arcane Aegis. You've got Arcane Energize. You've got breach surge, which is, of course, what I mentioned. Excalibur is very mid. Shout out Delta, the pretty yuck. The pretty okay. Okay, I see. Delta, the pretty okay. Anyway, what am I doing? You need that perfect strength. You get free efficiency from Boreal's Hatred, and 250 range is going to be really nice for pull. I think you've seen the abilities for long enough. Prime Flow is going to be obviously essential. Fracturing Crush is what's going to give you that armor strip. Arcane Aegis is a classic for all shield frames, and of course Arcane Energize I already mentioned. Anyway, let's get into it. 82 is going to become 100, which is all that you need. Breach Surge, whatever. It's kind of my main choice. I'm feeling lazy. Yes, it is lazy. Get over it. It's an easy choice. It's simple to get. Wisp Prime is already out, so get Wisp. Subsume it. Get the Breach Surge. Use it if you're unsure. It's kind of easy. And I give him S mainly because he is the only frame that Baruch, other than Baruch. Oh, I see. And then, of course, pull is getting 60 meters. That's all you need, a 60-meter pull. Control a large area in little effort. Drew, love it. Pull, what you're really talking about is just, I mean, look at it, folks. 60 meters. You click 1, and everything is in front of you, and then you kill all of it, and then you move on. Anyway, I'm moving a little slow. We're only at number 3 on the list. But yeah, the main thing is the casting speed is going to be necessary for her 4. I'm kind of reading TikTok chat too much. Kevin Salazar, I am legendary 4. I'm not a founder, so I'm not the max mastery, but I'm essentially the max master. Anyway, number 4 on the list is Harrow. Harrow is a fun guy. I love Harrow. I guess I can talk about these guys a little bit more in depth, but I am just kind of wasting time. 2 blue shards for shields and 2 red shards for duration. I'm using pillage. I'm getting Thurible going. That's the main thing. Pillage is getting replaced with the whatever Covenant ability. No, not Covenant. I don't know what it's called. Let's find out what it's called. It is replacing Condemn. There you go. Condemn. Okay, perfect. Look at that. He's got Arcane Aegis. He's got Arcane Grace. He's a funny guy. You know, he's got Thurible in there. You've got a lot of fun stats. You've got Prime Redirection. You know, you got all the classic. You need a bunch of energy, a bunch of stats, as much health and shields as you can get. What do you think of Saren Prime? Saren Prime is probably going to be in the top 10 Warframes. The other thing with Harrow is he only has 199 duration and 199 or 192 strength. That's it. He's got very even stats. He could have a little bit more strength, but I'm stingy. You guys know me. I'm stingy. But let's get right into it, folks. What are we really talking about? Harrow has infinite energy with his 3. You're going to be spamming Pillage for the armor strip. You're going to be keeping your 4 active, which is going to make you invincible and then give you free crit chance. 50% base crit chance is going to turn even a status weapon into a crit weapon. What you're also talking about is your second ability when it's at max. Your second ability when it's at max stats. You know, like max shield, you'll deplete your entire shield capacity. What you're going to do is deplete your shields, go invincible, recast Pillage, and then you're going to have insane fire rate. You're going to have insane heal potential. You're going to be doing, I mean, you're just going to be going wild. You'll get reload speed. It's really, really good. Yeah, you got to get it from Barrow. Anyway, keep it moving, keep it moving. That's the main thing. Let's look at the stats. Your 4th ability, the stats do not matter. Having decent duration is pretty good, but it's not super essential. 23 seconds on the crit chance is pretty good, but you can spam this infinitely, so it doesn't really matter. You can keep it active at all times. Penance is the main one. It's really easy to get this to 120 seconds, which is the max, but yeah. The other thing is Pillage is always going to be mostly at 47%. That's about half armor. How do you get Adaptation and Augur Secrets? Augur Secrets is a super, super rare drop from the Plains of Eidolon, and Adaptation comes from the Arbitrations mission. You have to complete all of the star chart, and then the Arbiters of Hexus will have a new mission for you. Anyway, there you go. Keep it moving. Yeah, those are all the stats. The fight rate, reload speed does not matter. Lifesteal does not matter. Just have decent stats. You can really have whatever stats you want. I just love to go big or go home. I love the 200 and the 200. It's savage. It's so good. Here we go. Keep it moving. Number 5 on the list. We got Xaku. Let's do it. Xaku has a single energy shard. Let's talk about it. Here we go. So, the main thing that we're talking about is yeah, you get a single energy shard and that's pretty much it, because you need a little bit of energy at the start, but that's about all you need. So you're going to be getting Pillage active at all times. You're going to be getting, I guess I should talk about it a little bit more in depth and kind of let you see the mods. So it's basically a couple different things. Sometimes you will need to recast your second ability. Is it Grasp of Loke, or I don't know what that is. Is this Xaku good for Steel Path? I mean, he's good for like low level Steel Path, but if you're gonna go to like level 1000, then I don't know if it's ready for Steel Path. I don't fucking play level 1000 Steel Path. Yeah, you're right about that. But as far as ability doubling, yeah, no. The main thing is like I don't do enough level scaling type content where I have to worry about that type of stuff, because I'm only doing about, you know, an hour in Conjunction Survival, so they'll get to like maybe 300 and that's it. And I can handle that. Like it's mainly just I want Steel Essence, infinite Steel Essence, and that's about it. But yeah, what you're really just talking about is you've got max range, literally max range. You want over 100% power strength still. You've got Molt Vigor so that you can cast your 2 and your 1 at max power strength. But yeah, it's like if you're doing high level content, you'll need to recast your 2. And that's probably about all you need to see. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the abilities. We got 155 duration, 280 range, and of course 119 strength plus 25 plus 45 from Molt Vigor. Here we go. Let's go. We've got Pillage. There you go. That's too easy. The numbers on this one are going to be a little bit weird because you also have Zada's Whisper. The main thing is you want to get as much power strength as you can, but the main other thing is you just want 16 guns. That's the max guns. Can't compare it to Expel to something like Octavia. He's good for what his purpose is, but doesn't fail at. Gauss Nuke Build. No, I don't really have a Gauss nuke build. I have more like a Gauss super speed build. Pillage is just a fun choice. It's not very high power strength, so you're gonna have to spam it a lot. But it's very easy. Like, you're gonna do it regardless. Like, it's just one of those abilities. It's like, oh, the duration is up, cast it again. And then of course Vast on time. It's like, if you're doing high level content, I think you'll probably have to just not use this ability and it'll be a different build. But you know, if you're doing just like weekly content or like, you know, maybe an hour in a survival mission, then you won't really need this because there will be other stressors in a conjunction survival mission. That's pretty much it. That's kind of all I need to talk about. Let's keep coming. Archon Way says, I hate how I can only type a few words. Makes my sentences sound slow. I mean, shout out Archon Way. Shout out Archon Way for being in the chat. We're at number 5 on the list. That's the top 5. Let's talk about Oberon. Keep it moving. Here we go. Oberon Prime. We've got double Tau Forge for strength and double normals for strength. That's it. We replaced his 1 with Roar, and that's about it. Let's keep it moving. Here we go. This is number 6 on the list. Oberon. He's very much a triple Umbra tank. You're rocking Arcane Energize and Arcane Avenger. I don't even have heal. You're going to notice that I don't have a heal. It's the heal is all coming from his 3. The main thing is, like, you really should avoid getting shot for the most part. So bring a meta weapon. Even bringing a really decent pistol is kind of all you need because you're getting Arcane Avenger and Roar. So it's kind of savage. Shout out Dr. Blackheart for following on TikTok. Shout out Booty Licker for saying PP in the chat, in TikTok chat. Keep it moving. He's really strong. What should I sell Baruch for? Oh, interesting. I don't know. You probably got to check the market for. I don't know because he's still pretty new. But yeah, I mean, what are you talking about with Oberon? Keep your 3 active. Make sure your teammates all have the armor and the heal rate. And then if you're ever scared, obviously you're going to keep your Roar active when your teammates are around. Keep your Roar active, keep your 3 active, keep the armor active, and then if you're ever scared, spam a bunch of carpets, press 4, armor strip all of them, strip all their armor, and then they're all gone. Alex Lopez SV, shout out Alex Lopez for following. What number is Volt rated? Volt, as a DPS, I ranked him pretty low. I ranked him like pretty low. Volt's one of the best frames in the game. Yeah, Volt, I ranked him pretty low. I've always said that was best in the game. Yeah, I ended up ranking him really low. What's best Archon or Prime mods? I don't know about Korra either. Anyway, I feel like that pretty much covers it. He's a triple Umbra, so he's got Rage. So he gets a fuck ton of energy. That's the main thing. Here, let's look at the stats. There's 100% armor strip. Love that. There's 96 health. It's going to be 100 when you use growing power, so keep that in mind. The hallowed ground from the carpet is going to give you pretty decent numbers, so you know, I love that as well. So you're gonna get what, about 500 armor and about 100 health, so that's pretty sick. But then there you go, that's about it. Like, Roar is gonna give you 78% damage to your whole squad, so that's the main thing. DPS depends on how many enemies are around. You can destroy level 300, 400. All right, there you go. Here we go. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's just get on out of here. I think we're good to go. Yeah, so have high strength, 242 strength, have decent range, at least stretch, that's it. And then of course have 150, have the free duration from continuity, and that's it. The best nuke in the game though. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like there's just so many insane DPS frames that, like, to me Volt is just like kind of just press 4. You do need armor strip, so you need Terrify. Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, I think if you have armor strip, I think I don't know. It's like, I think part of it is that I've always used Volt for so long for other reasons that as a DPS, he's always been like, that's just like never how I use him. Like, being a new player and hitting 120k orange. Yeah, of course that's good. I'd also say high damage melee with insane attack speed. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, oh, you're talking about disruption? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm still not very good at disruption. I'm using Nova right now, which is weird for disruption, but yeah. To level 130 plus. Yeah. Well, I mean, I mostly take Nova or Volt to conjunction survival. I don't do his nuke, but I use him for general things. Yeah, that's also the thing, is like voltage is very useful. Anyway, I'm kind of sitting on the Oberon screen. You guys know how it works. Keep your team alive, give them a roar buff, cast the armor strip if you're scary. I've brought Volt to 1k. Yeah, it's just like one of those things where, to me, like, part of a DPS is it's got to have some kind of flair, and to me with Volt is just press 4. And I don't know. It's also it's like a Frost situation where Volt is already so high on the list that I don't really use him very much, that when I do use him, it's like, oh, well, there are so many other cool DPS. But like, even Saren, I think, is like so fucking cool. Like, I love Saren. Like, Saren is hilarious to me. Anyway, keep moving. Typically Gara's glass hammer and mod it for attack speed. Oh yeah, true. That's pretty good. Amar PC broke. What's going on? Tech Scav, did your PC break or did my PC break? Saren is great. She's my third main. It just depends on what you're using him for. Shout out Monkey. Monkey and Kronk. Anyway, keep it moving. I'm getting distracted now. I'm being lazy. We've got 2 Archon shards for health. 2 health shards is a little bit weird for Hildryn, but I think it's mainly like if you get a gas proc or if you're ever scared, you can go into your operator, get yourself ready and then go back into the fight. Oh, I guess it was unstable for a little bit. It'll come back. Oof, old screen burnt. Oh, Jesus Christ, that sucks. Yeah, he's only good for spy missions. Wukong is bad. Yeah, no, I think Wukong is just insanely like he never dies. But yeah, of course, what if I swapped? I've gotten rid of her 4 and I've replaced it with Breach Surge, and of course she's got 2 health shards. Sorry, I'm being distracted. I'm wasting time on the YouTube. This is taking me too long. I guess what you're really talking about with Hildryn is you're spamming pillage, you're keeping your 3 active. Let's just look at the mods for a little bit while we talk about it. But yeah, all of the shield mods, prime redirection, you've got Boreal's Hatred and fast deflection, which is just, you get free energy from it, you get free shields from it. Like, you're gonna have all of it. I am also using double Umbra. She does also have a lot of health. Like, has a lot of stats. But the other thing is, like, what you're really talking about is, like, you keep your 3 and your 2 active, and that's going to give the fire damage. So then I'm just using Breach Surge as the third ability to get that multiplicative, that type of damage that lags your computer. It is also fun to rock Arcane Aegis and Arcane Avenger, because she's, of course, a shield frame, so you want to get that Arcane Aegis. But Avenger is just such a weird choice and so hard to keep active. But if you can do it right, it's so good. Oh, my God, it's so good. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I think really what you're talking about is, like, it's not too crazy. The main thing is just, keep all of your abilities active at all times. Like, it's a bunch of spammable abilities. It's a bunch of crazy shit. Anyway, let's look at the stats. The stats are weird. I don't really know how to describe them. The main thing is you're getting, 42% armor strip, which is okay, but not super great, at 70% strength. The Breach Surge stats also don't matter, whatever, I don't care. 45% range is, it's kind of all I ever need. You're getting free efficiency and you're getting no duration. So you don't really need duration on her second ability because it just casts faster. He's good for low level stuff, but not for Steel Path. Yeah. I think he's just really survivable. So that's when I use him, is like if I'm fighting Necromex, it's kind of fun because you just never die when you're fighting the Necromex. And when you do Defy, you can do some crazy shit when you're fighting Necromex. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I think what you're really talking about is just keep all your shit active. The stats are just whatever. Build it however you want. Like, honestly, it's hard to build Hildryn wrong. I just want to have decent health and decent shields. But let's keep it moving a little bit faster to number 8 on the list. Yeah, it was a little controversial for Archon Way, to have Ember above Frost. But I think the main thing is, like, Ember is just such a classic build for me that I've been using for so long. But her armor strip is very weird, just kind of like Frost. I have 2 health shards. She's a little bit squishy. But yeah, with the whole Immolation, Fire Blast, Inferno combo, it's fucking strange. It's weird to play Ember, but, when you do it right, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm having fun. But yeah, Breach Surge is replaced with Fireball. Like, Fireball is replaced with Breach Surge. Easy choice. Simple choice. But yeah, let's get right into it. We're talking about, it's one of the most basic builds out there. High power strength. Only 75% range. You've got Energizing Grace. It's very, very energy intensive. Fire Blast along with your 4 and your 2 is going to be pretty essential. Who's better, Frost or Ember? Yeah. No, I think that's true. That's a good poll to do because they are 8 and 9. So that's, oh my God, Archonway. Should I figure out how to do a poll? I don't know how fast I can figure out how to do a poll, but yeah, let's see. Let's just have people type in the chat. I want to see. Type in the chat right now, Frost or Ember, if you're here right now. I want to see who likes them more because they are number 8 and number 9 on the list. So you could swap them interchangeably, and I wouldn't be mad at the tier list. The tier list wouldn't change at all for me. But yeah, like Ember, a little bit squishy, a little bit front. There's 1 point for Frost. There's 2 points for Frost. There's 3 points for Frost. I'm going with Frost. Yeah, that's 3 points for Frost. Oh my God. The chat has spoken. The chat has spoken. The tier list has changed. See, this is why you got to show up live, folks. This is why you got to be here live. You know, you can leave me live comments and influence the tier list. I think they've convinced me that Frost is better than Ember, and maybe Frost is of the Volt, where it's because Frost is high on the usage list. I don't use him, and so I don't really like him very much. Arcane Fury, Arcane Reeker, or Molt Augment for Wukong. I don't know. That's an interesting choice. But yeah, let's just keep it moving. Like, that's the basic Ember build. Is like, I guess we talk about the stats, but like, yeah, keep your 4 active. You're going to have to spam your 3 a lot, you know, to do immolation, but it's just, there's so much spamming. There's so much spamming. Shout out Vincent Williams for joining the chat. Keep Breach Surge active, keep 4 active, spam Fire Blast. It reduces your immolation. It's very, very intensive. It's very, very crazy. But when you do it right, you're having so much fun. Are Archon mods good? Archon mods are good in very limited situations. I don't know how perfect they are, but they're pretty decent. Anyway, let's talk about number 9 on the list, or maybe number 8 on the list. Frost. Here we go. You've got double strength shards, double energy shards, and a Tau Forged Amber shard for energy. I've replaced his 1 with Breach Surge. And of course, let's get right into it. Icy Avalanche is essential. I've got a fuck ton of strength. I've got 252 strength. I've got 90% range, and I've got negative duration. You can also notice that he is a triple Ember tank. I'm rocking 882 on the armor, which is nice for his bubble. Where is Citrine on the list? Citrine isn't an armor strip. Wait, does she have armor strip? No, I don't think she has armor strip. Shout out Boof for following. Yeah, we're doing armor strip. Just asking a question, mate. Wait, what did I miss? Yeah, I'm just trying to help you. Oh yeah, invest in something more versatile. I think the main thing with Wukong is you just have to use meta weapons. Like, you just have to use a meta primary and you'll be fine, and then you just have to use a really good melee and you'll be fine. No, it's just our armor strip frames right now. But yeah, Frost's 4 is gonna get max armor strip. We just want to max out on power strength for Icy Avalanche because that's giving us 151 overguard. So you're gonna have to spam the fuck out of it. You're gonna have to spam it because you get overguard way slower than every other ability. But the main thing is, like, it's much more of a lockdown ability where you're kind of waiting for Snow Globe to build them up. And then you spam it, press 4, press 1, delete everything, do it all over again. Molt Augmented is also a savage choice because I find that I might just use her in long-term gameplay. Well, if that's what you find fun, I liked him for a long time, then fell in love with Saren and Protea. With my build, I'm pretty much running his 4th all the time. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I mean, he has pretty decent stats. It's not crazy, but yeah, you can kind of survive. He just never dies. That's the main thing that Wukong is really good about. But yeah, look at this. I need 500 energy because you're just spamming your 4. You can spam it 5 times. That's it. That doesn't sound like a lot. It sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. Like, you need a lot of overguard to really make use of overguard, so it sucks. And look at this, 151 armor reduction. Like, come on, give me like double power strength on the overguard. It would be so much nicer. Because Styanax, you get like infinite fucking overguard. You get so much fucking over. It's insane. Oh my god. But this guy is just like, that's the thing. That's why Frost is so low. Because when you compare him to Styanax, it just makes me cry. It's like, dude, you could be so good, but it's just the stats are criminal. They're so low. Why'd you do this to me, game? Why'd you do this to me? Anyway, number 10 on the list, Caliban. Here we go. His armor strip ability is Fusion Strike at about 70% armor strip when you only have 55% strength. This sucks ass. It's really low. You're going to get a little bit more with growing power, but whatever. He's got some really fun abilities. Sentient Wrath is going to suck, so you're going to augment it with Coil Horizon, which is a replacement for his 1, which is also kind of weird. So anyway, let's get it right into it, folks. Here we go. We've got Boreal's Hatred for free shields because, of course, his 3 is going to give us, free shields over time. I love how even though we had way less frames, it still took exactly the same time because it was just talking with TikTok the whole time. Shout out TikTok. We've got 700 likes and 15 diamonds, and 5 new followers. 55% strength is just like, it's whatever. But the main thing is 90% range with Coil Horizon. You're still getting 20 meters, but it's a little poo-poo. Let's look at the stats. We've got 55 duration and 15 efficiency. Those are pretty standard. You're going to get Prime Flow. You're going to get Arcane or Energize. It's going to kind of suck. Let's look at it. Lethal Progeny. Going to give you a lot of shields. This ability has a 41 meter range. It is absurd how many enemies get stunned. It's just insane. And then, of course, this one only has a 22 meters. It doesn't add up. Shout out Sugi for following. Number 6 on the list. And for dropping some likes my way. 858 on the likes. Oh, that's crazy. Keep it moving, though. Yeah, Coil Horizon, whatever. You're counteracting your 2, which kind of sucks. But Lethal Progeny, getting you free shields is about all you need. Let's get right into it. Fusion Strike, whatever. Let's do it. Here we go. I think we're pretty much chilling. Let's do it. So what are we talking about? I mean, I think we can pretty much move on to... oh, did we not talk about the abilities? I don't think we talked about the abilities. 77% on the Fusion Strike. You're getting a lot of shields. What is this? 38. It'll be like 40 maybe. Sentient Wrath. Yeah, it's just 55% damage. It's kind of whatever, but you'll make it work. And, of course, Coil Horizon. Kind of necessary. Just got you 1K likes. Dude, shout out Archon Way. Shout out... Nascoke 7 for following. I hope I said that right. What list is this? This is Armor Strip Warframes. Number 11 on the list. We're done. Nyx. Here we go. Let's go. Last one. Nyx always ends up being low on the list for me. Here we go. Let's talk about it. What do we get? Double shield capacity. These are Tau Forged shield capacity Archon shards. And, of course, double duration, which is going to play into something in a second. Here we go. Amazing mainly for Relic Farm, but not much else. Titania Prime. Titania is fun. I think Titania is a little interesting, but yeah, definitely lower on the list. Pillage is being replaced for her 2, which is also an armor strip, which is just an easy choice all around. She's got double augments, Assimilate and Chaos Sphere, so she has really low stats. 60% range, 75% duration with those 2 Archon shards, and of course 15% efficiency when you're using Boreal's Hatred, and also the classic setup of Prime Flow, Prime Redirection, Boreal's Hatred, plus Arcane Energize and Arcane Aegis. That's the standard shield build for pretty much everything I do. Of course, the main thing is keep your 3 active. She's going to be more useful in certain situations like defense missions sometimes. Isn't she good for that Citrine mission? Yeah, I would say so. Wait, who are you talking about? Titania? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is a great choice. Anyway, yeah, Titania. Ooh, nice choice. Yeah, no, for mirror defense. Yeah, no, I love that. But yeah, keep Pillage active. You've got 2,000 shields. You've got a fuck ton of shields. That's a lot of shields. If you're ever scared, press 4. You become invincible. You can walk around. You're going to gain a bunch of damage from that. So what you're going to do is become invincible. When there's a boss around, let the boss shoot you, get like 200% damage, delete them in one hit. Lottie freaking da, so easy. Nyx is so rare, I forget she exists. Yeah, no, I love Nyx. She's so fucking weird and strange and oblong, and I just love it. And I love playing Nyx. And I have a lot of fun with Nyx, like so much fun. But yeah, I mean, let's look at the abilities. The main thing is Assimilate and Chaos Sphere are necessary. Assimilate lets you walk around. The buff duration is 14 seconds, which fucking sucks. And then, of course, Chaos Sphere is going to create a bubble through which Chaos stays active. So you cast it once, you get a 40-meter cast on everything in existence. The Great One, no, I'm only on YouTube. Shout out the Great One on YouTube. Nyx needs some love for real. I mean, I still think Nyx is pretty strong, but yeah, I would agree probably. But yeah, I love Chaos Sphere. I don't think a lot of people use Chaos Sphere, but I think it's a great choice. Like it makes Nyx more of like a lockdown frame where any enemy that walks into this bubble that you can keep continuously active, which kind of works similar to Nova, becomes Nyxified, which is just pretty sick. And then of course you're running around with Pillage at base So it kind of sucks. You get growing power, which is kind of nice, but that's about it. And then mind control is fun, but you don't really use it very often. It takes a long time to farm her, yeah. Oh wait, I did a little, yes, she's great for that, but always load into a public game. Yeah, I feel it. Anyway, let's keep it moving. That's about it. She's very basic. The stats are whatever. You can kind of make it work with whatever stats you have. It's just Nyx is weird. But we're done. We can do the top 5 and then we're out of here. So real quick, let's just burn through it, folks. We're going to play number 1 on the list. This is Hydroid Prime. We're doing level 200 Conjunction Survival. Of course. As you should. Let's get into some Circulus action. Here we go. Yeah, Caliban is more forgettable than Nyx in some ways, but I think Caliban is also a little fun and unique. I love the sentient theme. I just find that with Nyx, I end up having to spam the 4 often, and I feel like I'm always panicking. And I like the whole Nyx, like, you know, basically just having radiation damage but bypassing status is like cool, but like, it's like and then also as a shield frame, Nyx is also like has been like whatever for me, a little bit like not as good as I want, but also probably never would be as good as I want. And I think that's just kind of how she is. Like that's just gonna be how it is, and it does kind of suck. Here we go. Whoop. 1400 armor, too easy. As you can see, I don't even need anything right now. What are they at? 180. Yeah. I'm just using a Carius, and I'm pretty much deleting everything. Oh, we get a shit spawn right off the bat. Okay, here we go. Let's play the game right now. Cast 4. I gotta stop staggering myself. I mean, good God almighty. Cast 1. As you can see, there's nothing around. They're all dead. I need to be a little bit further away, but that's pretty much it. But I mean, look at this, folks. Like, you're just having Arcane Avenger and all this shit. Look at this. Look at this damage. Oh my God, it's just criminal. Look at this damage, dude. I'm not even gonna use the black and white, man. I'm just gonna run around. Unless he's just standing right here, which is pretty clutch. Gara, Saren, and Octavia, if you like buffs and support, Octavia's a must. I played Volt, Atlas, Valkyr, Mesa, Revenant. Yeah, dude, that's the thing is like, in the end, like, what I've always found, it's like, unless I sort by usage, I just don't end up using all the frames that I should. And even when I sort by usage, because certain frames are way higher, I don't even play them unless I'm doing like Deviri, and that's kind of the sad part is like there are just certain frames that I just don't play as much, and I need to be playing more. But it's also like I just don't play this game as much as I have in the past. Like, you know, I mostly just have time to do weekly content. Like I'm doing Archon hunts, I'm doing Netracells when I can, but I've been a little lackluster on doing Netracells. Like I end up like slacking on doing Netracells, which does suck a little bit. But you know, it's kind of whatever. Like it kind of sucks a little bit. Like. Gonna end up sucking. Keep that in mind, folks. Harrow is so fun and powerful. I wish more people played him. Yeah. No, I think the thing with Harrow is just like, he's so intense, and there's so much shit going on with Harrow, and you're always keeping shit active at all times. It's just this top tier gameplay where it's like peak Warframe. You know what I mean? Like when it's like when you see these like TikTok clips and it's like least cinematic game of Warframe and it's just Harrow spamming your fucking abilities constantly, and it's just this absurd like constant flow of shit, and it just works so perfectly. And I'm just always so impressed when I'm playing Harrow about how fun it is, and you get so much free crit chance, and it's just like, damn, this just hits so well. And you don't even need crazy stats to be good with Harrow. Why don't you lessen your shield to abuse shield gate? I don't know, because I never used shield gate in the first place. I never feel like I needed shield gate because for the most part I shouldn't be getting shot, because I have a grouping ability which is like the hardest form of CC, and then I also have, you know, a free corrosive damage buff. I have you know, I have all this shit going for me where it's like I shouldn't really be taking damage, and even if I am, that's why I have the armor buff, because it's going to be giving me that health damage reduction. Like it's going to be getting about 80% damage reduction to my health, along with the 90% from adaptation. Like unless you're getting hit from something like a Blitz Eximus, like you're not really getting hit by a lot for a lot of damage. Like you can pretty much just regen your shields just fine, and then if you're ever stressed, you press 4, you press 4 again, you group every enemy, and then you just use the Icarius, and then everything's dead. I haven't even cast my 1. Look at this. I mean, is it a gamer moment or what? I'm just cruising on through it. It's 7:59. Yeah, we're going to move at top speed from now on. That was like one of my slowest tier lists ever, but it was only 11 frames, so it was nice to kind of talk with you guys in the chat. I know in past videos I've had to like speed run it, but it's a little bit slow. But that's why I always put the time codes in, because it's like, yeah, if you want to see a specific build, yeah, you might have to sit through me talking to TikTok a little bit, but I'll get through the build. Most of them are pretty, you know, straightforward. Like you swap one of the abilities with the Helminth, and then it makes a lot more sense. I think that's always been my philosophy with Helminth, is like certain abilities just work perfectly with Helminth, and it's going to incentivize you to just do it in a really straightforward way that kind of classifies Warframes, if that makes sense. Like puts Warframes into similar play styles that allow you to like play them in similar ways and use specific weapons with them. Like the whole like using grouping abilities and all that shit, it works super well. It really adds this like you know, kind of like randomization, like weapon and Warframe synergy choice like directly into the game, where you're like, oh, I can randomize my gear, and then it's like, oh, I'm using this specific Warframe. Oh, it's a DPS Warframe. So DPS Warframes love to have these kind of like, you know, meta primaries that deal insane amounts of damage and are just like deleting everything. Because like the DPS Warframe is also going to be deleting everything and spamming constantly and dealing insane amounts of damage, and it's just going to be this constant back and forth. I probably should just use the Falcor in this situation for about a zillion damage. I mean, just too easy, folks. Just way too easy. We're at 5 minutes, so once these guys are dead, then these guys are dead, and then the gameplay is over. And that's our first test. I have a band-aid on my finger, and it's been fucking with me all day. Oh, that guy is still alive. That guy is absolutely still alive. Yeah, good thing I don't have to actually survive this mission. I'm literally just failing this mission because I only have time for 5 minutes. Can I, for the love of God, oh my God, with these fucking gates, like seriously? They do piss me off. Come on, there you go. Alright, folks. And that's the thing, is like, this is why I do conjunction, because it fucking drags on, dude. You do 10 of these and you're like, God damn, I am done. Fuck off. I am ready to quit. You get the double spawns, like it's just draining so much of your life support. It's like, fuck off. Oh my God. He scales with enemies, so you will always be on par. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Oh, you guys are way ahead of me. You guys are just chatting now. I just look over to TikTok and I'm like, oh, this is like multiple conversations. Yeah, my eyes are feeling it right now. But I did change a few things around on YouTube, so I can actually see everything on YouTube better. So that's a lot simpler. Let's appreciate that, I guess. I guess just keep it moving. All right, too easy. Almost out of here. Nice. Okay. Okay, yeah, we've got 4 more of these. So yeah, I mean, Hydroid as being #1 on the list for armor strip, you kind of see why. Built-in corrosive damage is pretty savage. It's super easy. Oh, what's this? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I received a message. I have received a message. Anyway, let's keep it moving. That was the first frame. That was Hydroid, #1 on the list. #2 on the list, Styanax being played again. Wonderful. Love it. Love to see it. Keep it moving. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to grab some water real quick, actually. Let's load into it. Yeah, I mean, do a Hydroid Mind Flare fashion frame. Oh, that's good. No, I think at this point I only have time to do the top 5. I literally don't know how I wasted so much time on that tier list. Both the tier list and the builds I just took fucking absolutely forever. So that was a true pro gamer move. I don't know how I managed to make this video exactly the same length as all the other ones. That is like a absolute feat on my part. But yeah, let's look at these stats, dude. Here we go. Get some free shields, get some free overguard. Oh, I'm out of energy because I was silly. I just burned through all my energy instantly. Let's snag this real quick. Now we have enough energy. We're going to hit this. We're going to hit that. Now we're cruising. Here we go. Let's look at this. Maxed out on the shields. Let's start spamming Overguard until we get some big numbers. Okay, perfect. Ooh, look at this. We are actually not keeping up. Look at this. This is what we'll do. We'll hit this. Oh, we get the exact same tile set as before. Jesus Christ, you guys. What happened? What'd you guys do? What god did we anger? Okay, now I should be able to spam. I do want to keep both of these active at the same time. Okay, now we're moving. We are kind of an energy hog, but that's good. We had Vincent Williams sending a GG. Shout out. Karnis says, Ureli gets so much hate. Does she deserve it? I don't think so. I think for the most part, I want that Ureli augment for her too. I've already made plans to slot that in. But what I'm really talking about with Ureli is she basically has a 40-meter active CC. So whereas Coil Horizon at max range used to be like the biggest grouping ability in the game, Ureli has 40 meters, so it essentially functions as like a Vauban level or like a Zephyr level, but it's like an active CC that just costs a lot of energy. So you're trying not to cast it super often, but it's essentially like a truly super fun ability. Like so easy to use. Just press 4, suck everything in, kill them instantly, and that's basically the entire gameplay loop. I just got Nyx Prime. How should I build him? I think the main thing is like his larva is just so good. Like his larva is so easy. Even if you're not killing shit with your stomp, like if you just kill them with the larva itself, it's just so much fun. Depends on playstyle. I use strength range with mid duration. Alright, keep it moving. Every bit. Yeah, Archon Way is, yeah, we know that Archon Way is very opinionated. We've all known that. Long-time viewers know that. Don't worry, folks. Settle in. But that's just this community in general. I mean, to be honest, like, everybody's got their opinion. It's okay, folks. Like, I get so many comments. It's like, whatever, folks. Okay, I get it. You don't like this frame. You don't like how I built this frame. Oh, my God. Yada, yada, yada. It's like, I get it. It's like, that's why I don't do high-level content, because basically the gist of what I heard is like a lot of frames just don't really work well in high-level content. And to me, that's like, oh, that means that I just can't use specific frames, and that just sucks ass, and I just don't want to do that. I want to be able to use every frame. I want to be able to at least use most weapons. Like, I'm definitely not of the mindset that I should be using every single weapon, but there's definitely a lot of weapons that I should be using, and I want to be using, and can be really strong, and do probably need a Riven to be really strong. But, you know, if you have that Riven, if you're going with a super meta build, like you're going super crazy, you're getting some crazy numbers, just so good. Is obviously the right one. I know best. Yeah, JK. Shout out. I would just keep using one. That's the, and then group abilities, and then that's fine. That's why mid. Oh yeah, no, I feel it. But the fact that her 4, or the augment for her 2, is gonna cast sea snares, it's like, guess what? I replaced sea snares with a whatchamacallit. I replaced sea snares with breach surge, and then I'll still get free sea snares. It's just fucking hilarious to me that I'll still get it, even though I got rid of it because I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna use it. I still get it. It's gonna come back all around. Oh, it's so good. And breach surge I just love because you just cast it once. It's a radial ability, and it's so active at all times. Opinion on Gyre. I recently changed my Gyre build. I changed it around a lot. It's been really fun for me. You know, I had a viewer recommend a new Gyre build, and I did think it was pretty savage. I actually did love it a lot, and I changed it around, and I used the augment for her 3, and I was like, oh my god, she's a monster again. I was like, oh, she's so good. And I didn't even put her as a CC anymore, because I was like, whatever, I don't even use Coil Horizon anymore. It's just way too savage. Oh, I need to hit this dude. I need to hit this dude. There you go. That's a pin. That's good. Look at that. Look at that vortex. Oh, I'm getting staggered. What I need to do is cast this, and then cast this, and then cast this, and then spam this. Oh, almost died right there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and get all my shit back all at once. All my shit back everywhere all at once. I mean, come on, folks. I mean, then you're just doing this for an hour, and it's like, oh, and I'm dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guess what, folks? I got swamped. I got swamped. You guys are laughing right now. Okay, I'm back. We're fine. That's the thing, dude. Styanax has a lot of overguard, but you lose it really quick, especially when I'm staggering myself over and over. Look at this. I'll keep this active. Let me get one vortex in, gamers. Let me get one vortex in. There you go. There's one vortex. Jesus Christ. Am I just embarrassing myself live for a live audience? I think I am, folks. But that's why I love Conjunction. It's so stressful. It always stresses me out. It always just fucks with me. We're like 1 second, there's just one too many enemies. Oh, and look at this. There's a health leech Xmas. No wonder. Okay, keep it moving, folks. We gotta be quicker than this. I'm dead again. Yeah, look at this. The overguard isn't even keeping up at this point. Oh my god, guys. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? He's strong, but like, oh my god. I'm embarrassing myself. Josh says Sevagoth after this. Well, I gotta do the top 5 first, and then that's probably gonna be it. It's already 8:10. We're doing pretty good time. We might have time for Sevagoth, but I've got to do all the other frames first. I've got to do Mag, Harrow, and then Xaku. But yeah, I mean, you're seeing it live, folks. That was a stressful Styanax gameplay, but it was still pretty much exactly what you would expect for Styanax. Like, if I wasn't staggering myself over and over, and if I actually kept my overguard active, like, that's the thing. You need a big open area so you can actually keep your overguard active. It's just, oh my god. Who's the best girl? Oh, no, I think Octavia is a good choice. I would say also maybe not Valkyrie. No, Valkyrie's too harsh. Maybe no. I think that's a good choice. I think Octavia is a fair choice. I have no notes. No notes. I like it. Let's keep it moving. Oh my god. Keep it rolling. I mean, folks, is it too easy or what? Cora the baddest. Wisp deck skin. True. All great answers. We are playing Mag. Mag could be the best girl. Who knows? Who knows, folks? Who knows? Keep it moving, though. Let's just keep it rolling. That's number 2 on the list. Styanax. Number 3 on the list is Mag. Always high on the usage list. Maybe you call Mag the best girl. I don't think so. I think Mag is too sci-fi. Back into it. Let's do it. Super easy. Mag. Yeah, Josh. Mag is a savage. Mag truly is a savage. So much fun. I have a lot of fun with Mag.
Must be practiced to
I'm going to try my best to not stagger myself from now on, so I'm going to try and be in the air a little bit more. Maybe that's the secret strat. Maybe it's not. Here we go. Let's do it. Mag was my first. True. Well said. Well said as always. Keep it moving. Staggering myself. Shooting into myself as always. And to be shooting away from us. Here we go. Let's do the Mag thing. Let's do the Mag trick. 3,400 shields. There's the Mag trick. And then you just pray for an Arcane Aegis. Let's do the Mag pull trick. There's the Mag pull trick. Look at that. Look how easy that is, folks. Look how easy that is, folks. I mean, so simple. Press 1, delete everything, turn them all to stone. Spam your 4 if you're ever worried. Look at this, folks. Super easy. It's like true. Oh, and we get a great spawn. Look at this area. Look at this arena. Oh my god. So savage. What frame is this? This is Mag Prime. Number 3 on the list for armor strip Warframes. She's got a radial armor strip at like 40 meters. It's an insanely big armor strip. Check it out. Let's check it out. Boom. You see that. Every enemy that was dealt damage has had their armor stripped. And now I can just shoot them once with the Icarius and turn them all to jelly. Look at the area on that armor strip. It's just criminal beyond belief. It's just savage. So goofy, so silly. We're moving at full speed. Look at this. I'm not even using the CC ability. I'm just on high, moving like a madman, moving like a mad mag. Of course. I'm Mad Mags. Not Mad Max, but Mad Mags. I've got max shields as always. Mad Max shields. Of course, for Mad Mag. No, I'm just going too deep with it. We're spamming the 4. We're keeping that active at all times. Corrosive, bleed, and gas, depending on the frame. Wait. What's the best damage type? I also pretty much put viral on everything. I use viral and fire because I pretty much always have primed heated charge on my pistol, and so you get like what 50% armor strip from fire. So then I just end up using fire and viral on pretty much everything. And it's like sometimes it's a smart choice to use like viral for one weapon and fire and corrosive for the other, because then you'll get both. And then you'll have access to armor strip and the other shit, and that's pretty much all you need. Oh my god, Mag's Mag's shield buff also works for my cat. Thank fucking Christ. Thank God, gamers. I mean, settle in. This is exactly what you want to see. We're moving at top speed. We're moving faster than you could ever imagine. This fourth ability is just coming in clutch over and over. Buy her with plat, that's a good trickster move. Would you say Protea is better than Mag? Maybe, but I think they're like, I think I use them for different reasons. Like, to me, Mag's pull will always be so insane because it means you can use, you know, different weapons that work differently. Because they're just so much more fun. There are just so many crazy weapons that it's like you don't have to use meta weapons. You can use some crazy shit. I haven't even touched Breach Surge on Mag yet. Truly criminal, truly game breaking. Super savage. All you're doing is spamming 4 and spamming 3. So savage, so juicy. Look at these numbers, just running around like a madman. And this is what you want to see. You want to just be having fun. That's the main thing. It's like sometimes it's not always about doing high level content. Sometimes it's not always about spamming Void Cascade so you can hit max level in what? I think the Styanax Claps was saying, what, 75 minutes or something? Or maybe that was a commenter in the last video. But yeah, it's like sometimes it's just about having fun, using whatever new weapon is out so you can rank it up in the usage list. Rolling around, having a good time, spamming with a pistol, feeling kind of goofy. You know, just having a ball, not really stressing. And then when the boss spawns, you just panic. And then that's the best gameplay you've ever had. It's a damage multiplier that has no requirements. What's so good about Breach Surge? Yeah, it just gives you free extra damage. It gives you a free extra damage tick, so if you don't kill something instantly, then you get a free extra damage tick. And it's also a nice pacification ability in a very easy ring. So you can just do it in a little bit of a higher area, and it's kind of like Lavos's fourth ability, where it's like this little ring with a little extra bonus area. So watch this. Spam 4, spam 3, that was too high. Oh, but I still got them all. And then look, the breach sparks are going to kill the enemy that sparked it. Look at this. Well, maybe not. Maybe that was a different spark, but yeah. It's going to incentivize you to spam everything at all times. Oh my god, that's Malice. The namesake of my second ability. The bane of my fucking existence. Malice Bobalis. I'm dead. I'm dead if I don't cast 4. I'm still dead. Okay, I'm alive. Okay, I'm gonna keep casting 4. Okay, Malice Bubble is gone. What I probably need to do now is hit him with this. There's a good Falcor, and he's down, gamers. Okay, we're gonna hit them with a massive 4. We're definitely gonna pull every enemy in, so we can clear out these guys a little bit faster. I'm gonna spam this so I can just shoot him. Easy. There's one down. This guy's still alive. I can probably just delete him instantly unless he does that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to press 1 and pull in every single enemy and then kill them hopefully instantly. There you go. Too easy. This guy should be down any second now. And then we are out of here, folks. Here we go. Spam it one more time. That's a perfect shot with the alt fire, and we're done. 5:53, of course. We always end up going for about 6 minutes. It is 8:18. We're going pretty well. What frame is that? Oh, wait, I'm missing more shit. This is Mag. This is Mag Prime. We're just cruising at high speeds. We're moving as fast as can be. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with chat right now. You guys are blowing it up like fast, like way fast. I mean, you guys are, when you're talking back and forth, it's like, at this point, I can't keep up. But shout out Arconway. Shout out Carnus. I see you guys been going back and forth. Best Warframe in your opinion? I would probably always say like a duration-based CC, like using Vauban or Zephyr, because they just trivialize the game. Farm focus for your play type and skill tree, then farm for amp. Watch YouTube tutorial. Shout out Alejandro for following. Number 8 on the list, the 8th follower today. That's awesome. Shout out. How hard is amp to get? You have to do the little duck shit, so you have to go pretty far in Fortuna. That's number 3 on the list. Mag. Let's talk about number 4 on the list. Harrow. And then we got one more after this. Where's Harrow? There's Harrow. Harrow's got a savage build. He's pretty fun. Oh, he's going to be really fun to use with the Accelitra. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go. Number 4 on the list. We're almost done. So close. But yeah, I would say like any frame that's going to maximize your damage output or is going to maximize your ability to group enemies together is going to be really nice. Because like CC is just so useful. CC is really just so useful. Like, but not just like Breach Surge, not just like stunning enemies or slowing them down. I mean like actually like grouping them up and preventing them from moving. Like preventing them from moving, preventing them from doing literally anything. That's what a grouping ability is. That's why it's so much better than anything like Breach Surge or anything like that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this combo. Watch it. Cast Pillage first. You're going to get max shields. You're going to cast 4. You're going to become invincible. You're going to cast 2 right after that. You're going to get an insane fire rate buff. And then you're going to cast 1 immediately after that, regain all of your shields, and now you're back to normal. You're going to press 3, you're going to get, what, 30 energy, 50 energy instantly, and now every time you get a kill, you get 50 energy. Look at this. Look at this, gamers. Look at this. And now you just run wild. King of all buff frames. Deleting my ammo like it's nothing. Just the most insane thing you've ever seen. Do you love it or do you love it? And then guess what? My crit chance is gone. I recast my 4th ability. I stand here for 1 second. I get, what, max damage, and then I just go wild. Pillage on Harrow. Yeah, easiest choice. Easiest choice in the game. Super spammable. I literally don't even need it. So spammable. Look at this. Look, all that. How much armor you get? Oh, it's not even stripping any armor. That's the thing, dude. These armor strip abilities always fuck with me. Look at this. They always be working in weird ways. Look at this. Cast this. Is this Guardian Eximus protecting him? Is that what's going on? Better not be what's going on. I'm going to be pissed. There's the armor strip. There's the instant armor strip. Too easy. Let's cast this. Where's the black and white man? He's over here somewhere. He's right here. We're going to go over here. We're going to cast 3. We're going to keep it active. Spam that. Too easy. We're going to cast this. We're going to do this. We're going to cast 4. While that is active, we are going to cast 2 once again. I mean, folks, is it too easy or what? And then Pillage is deactivated, so we recast it again. And look at that, dude. How do you get that landing craft? Oh, this is from the Zephyr Deluxe skin. That's the Zephyr Deluxe shit. They have a bunch of shit. Baza on Harrow. I need a way to make Volt survive better. Yeah, I do like using Capacitance on Volt. I think it works pretty well. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of very, very strange Volt builds. Too easy. Keep it moving. Max speed. His name is Max Speed. Yeah, I'm fucking lagging my computer right now. Gotta love it. Keep it moving. I mean, it's just too easy at this point. It's kind of just exactly what you need. Like, you're just using the Accelitra at like way too much fire rate. Like, way too much fire rate at this point. I think I only need like 1,000 damage to actually get the full crit chance buff. But yeah, it's just so fucking stupid. We're going to get through this really, really quick. I mean, we're going to get through 5 minutes really, really quick. Opinion on Rev Prime. I think there's a reason that Revenant Prime is the most used Warframe in 2023. Like, Revenant Prime is really, really good. I think a lot of people really love Revenant Prime, and they have a lot of fun with him. And he has this really cool invincibility frame, or he has this really cool invincibility, you know, system that is kind of unique and only shows up on the Amisha, which is also kind of fun. All right, keep it moving. Oh, I probably should have saved that 4th ability, but I think I might still nail it. Where is this guy? Where's this guy? Kill him while he's still here. Do Pillage. See, look, Pillage didn't even trigger on him. There you go. Pillage triggered right there. And you can see you get some weird, funky numbers. Game over, man. Game over. Spam this. I got to regen all my shields, but I'm doing that instantly with Arcane Aegis. So as you can see, like, you're just fucking spamming. Like, you're literally it's duration based abilities, and you're just spamming it more than like almost any other frame in the game. Like it's so absurd how like how the abilities always time so weird. You're always like constantly having to keep your abilities active. It's just insanity, and that's why like pillage is so fun, because it's just one more ability for you to just constantly keep active at all times. So much fun, dude. Are we not loving it or what, folks? Is it not just way too absurd? You're like, what the hell is going on right now? What the fuck is going on? Keep it active, folks. Keep it simple. We're at 4 minutes. Okay, we're gonna clear this guy out as fast as we can. There you go, too easy, love it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, that guy can kill me instantly. But not if I get, what, let's see how much damage we build up from these lasers. 60,000, 100,000, 112,000. Look at that shit, dude. Oh, because this guy's still alive. This guy's still alive. Okay, that's all good. Cleared all that shit out. Perfect. We'll just get a normal number, I guess. Yeah, look how slow it goes now. Look at this fucking slowpoke. Okay, we're gonna spam pillage. Hopefully we land it. I don't think we landed it. They're both gonna go laser mode. Those fucking assholes. There you go. That one landed. Perfect. Okay, they're both down. We're gonna hit this. This is gonna hit the wrong enemies, so I need to get way closer. There's one down. And this guy will be down right now. Okay, real quick. Come on, there you go. Easy. Okay, we're out of here. 535. Too easy. I mean, folks, is it fun? Is it stressful? Yes. Rolling guard? Yeah, no, I don't even use rolling guard. Because dude, what I end up using is just adaptation with Arcane Aegis, and then it's just like, I'm just regenning shields so fucking fast that it just doesn't even matter. But yeah, you can see it's like, I mean, rolling guard is like, will always just be, oh yeah, you'll survive a one shot. It's like, yeah, that if I can roll out of the way of a one shot, then I can just avoid it. Like, that's always been my thing. It's like, rolling guard may save you, but yeah, my Volt build has that. Oh, you're talking about Volt build? Yeah. Trying to get back into this game after taking a long break. Yeah, well, there's a new arcane system, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, we're doing our last one. This is number 5 on the list, Xaku. That's the last one. And then yeah, I got to do time codes. I got to do all that shit. I got to maybe cut something out or cover something up. You know, I'll figure something out. I got to edit over a section in the YouTube video. All right, anyway, last frame. Number 5 on the list, Xaku. Let's do it. Here we go. The last one. All right. Where is Xaku? There they are. Okay, perfect. Let's do it. All right. 5 minutes real quick with Xaku. Lavos is very forgetful. I kind of like Lavos. I just like how he has infinite energy. That'll always be my favorite part about Lavos. Volt's only issue is how easy he dies, but after a few mods, that problem is gone. Your operator also, they made it easier to get arcanes. Yeah, you get them from the Cavia now. And you dissolve certain arcanes to be able to get other arcanes, basically.
These foes deserve your respect.
There we go.
Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
All right, let's do it, folks. Let's do it. I've heard of Xaku, but does he live up to the hype? Yeah, no, Zaku's really good. Zaku's fun. Let's do this real quick. We're going to do this. We're going to hit this. We're going to do that. Cast this. I'm going to do this one more time. Shoot that. I should be able to get 16. Yeah, I got 16 from that. Okay, and then I cast 4. Okay, so I have all my abilities active at max power strength now. And so all I do now is just spam 3. And then it should pretty much clear everything out. So I can spam 3. I can let my guns do the work, and I can also shoot with the Icarius. And that's pretty much all you're doing with Xaku. It literally took me that much time to get fully kitted out and ready to go. And you can see the whole point with pillage is like, as you're running past, you can do the pillage combo. You can hit them with the Icarius. You can. That's the basic gist. Is that there's very limited things that you're actually doing at any given moment. And you can also do Molt Vigor with pillage to get even higher stats. But yeah, it's like it's a pretty simple combo. You're seeing that I'm not actually having to do a lot of work to make it work. Like, it just kind of sits around and does all the shit for you. It's not quite AFK, but it's pretty close. I've never really liked AFK style gameplay, but it is exactly what you want. You just have so much fun with Xaku. I love them. I'm a stan. And then you get 1500 shields, which is also pretty nice. It's pretty classic and just fun and all around just goofy and silly. Like, you're just moving so fucking fast. And you get all these bonuses. It's just, oh my god, it's the best. It's really cool too. Like, it's just one of the most stylish frames. Number 5 on the list is a little low, but you know, all things considered, there's a lot of really strong frames that generally just work simpler, and you see a lot of CC frames higher on the tier list. Like, the whole point is, like, they work in a lot different ways, but yes, you're seeing now just the level at which Xaku just handles shit. And if you're not doing super high level scaling, yeah, I do think Xaku's worth it. And I think you can get Xaku, like, proportionally pretty early on in the game, which is really fun and really useful. I guess overall they also don't have really high energy, which does suck, but the main thing is, like, it's still just super fun. And, you know, you put on pillage, and what you're basically getting is you're this mobile, armor stripping, damage dealing monster that's just so much fun and really easy and allows you to use your weapons, which is also really great. Like, the ability to actually just have fun with your weapons as well as use your abilities. So much fun. What prime weapons worth getting? I would say the Excellitra is worth getting. I think the Icarius as a pistol is worth getting. It's really fun. You do need some pretty insane stats. Like, you need a pretty decent Riven to make the Icarius work, but, like, that's pretty much true of all status only pistols. Oh, shout out our Mercurius and Chris for following on TikTok. Shout out. 3 minutes total. We're just cruising on through. As you can see, I haven't even really been casting pillage, but you can definitely cast it if you want. Just way too easy. Look at these stats, dude. Look at these numbers. I'm hitting myself over and over and just looking like a fool in general. But yeah, Xaku is just so much fun. Fuck off. Can I not hit myself? I don't think it's possible to not hit myself. You get Xaku on Demos. And that's like I think it's the Demos frame. Like, you get it from one of the higher level bounties or whatever. You know how it works. But yeah, Zaku's really good. And Zaku's really fun because it's like you don't even need a tank frame. You don't even really need double Umbra. But it's nice to have double Umbra to just at least have some decent health stats. So you're not worried about getting deleted. So it's just a little bit safer overall. But yeah, just keep it moving at full speed, full torque. Exactly what you want, gamers. Oh, we do get a Malice spawn. That's wonderful. So the thing with Malice is he's going to bubble you. I said he's going to bubble you. I said he's going to bubble you. Oh my god, whatever, dude. Yeah, now he bubbles me. Now he bubbles me. And then you just roll out of it. And I'm still dead. Oh, fuck off. Right at the end. That's the thing. Xaku will get nuked. I mean, I always end up getting nuked if I get embarrassed. It was bound to happen at least once in the stream. But yeah, that's a failed Acolyte. You guys get that live on stream. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's like, that's kind of the whole point, is I end up using Icarius and shit like that, and I end up staggering myself over and over fucking forever. Yeah, now I fail at a Malice. But Malice is okay. I fucking hate Malice. Malice is one of my most hated Acolytes. Right up there with Violence as well. They both suck. They're awful. They are not fun. There's one of those dudes. Let's hit him with a little bit of pillage. Perfect. Too easy. There's one. There's the other. Nice. Love it. Love it. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of here after this. And then I got to figure out something to do for that YouTube video.
Destroy these manifestations.
Okay, cool. How is this damage doing? I need probably a little bit more than that. Oh, I could probably also spam this, right? Still alive? Still wriggling? Look at this. Look how embarrassing this is. Okay, one's down. Okay. Alright, come on, folks. Oh, I don't have my 4 active. There we go. And 2 of them are done. Alright. And we're out of here, folks. Done for. Alright, that was a little bit slow on the uptick. We did fail the Acolyte. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Xaku. You've got 75% dodge chance. So if you don't dodge, if it's that fucking 20%, you get fucked. If it's a 25. We had Up Arrow follow. Shout out Up Arrow for following. We're at 12 new followers. I hope I didn't miss someone. Anyway, that's pretty much it, folks. We're done. That's it for the stream. Shout out TikTok, always blowing it up right at the end. We got a nice average view duration. I want to see what the total watch hours are on YouTube. That seems pretty sick. But yeah, we're done.
As you conquer the
Netrocells is really fun,
so
dude.
you
Netrocells is a fun
yourself.
gameplay loop. It's kind of like the new hard mode, and then there's going to be an even harder version of Netrocells after that, which I kind of love. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. Shout out YouTube, of course. We had 25 views right off the bat. I did notice, yeah, we only had 1 like. Let's see if that changes after I finish. But yeah, I'll have to edit something a little bit after this. But yeah, shout out TikTok, shout out YouTube. You guys were great. That's all I got for you, YouTube. Pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, you know, if you're interested, I would appreciate, you know, subscribing, dropping a like, all that shit to help the algorithm. It really helps a lot. I would also say, you know, if you're here on TikTok, go to my YouTube, hit that subscribe button, you know, check out some of my older videos. I've got a lot of content for you to watch, so there's a lot of fun stuff to look at. Shout out Carnus, says, oh dear sir, this stream was grand. Shout out Archon Way, says good night. Yeah, I'm out of here. Shout out YouTube. Peace out, folks.